French prison officers have been killed and 3 others wounded when gunmen ambushed the van in which they were transporting a convicted felon at a motorway toll station. It happened near Rouen. 2 vehicles were used to ram the prison vehicle, but it's not known how many attackers were actually involved. President Macron has said everything was done to find those involved, with hundreds of police officers now deployed in the hunt. The escaped prisoner was being returned to jail after a court hearing in a nearby city. Well, let's get the very latest. Let's speak to Anne-Elisabeth Moutet, who's in Paris for us. Well, a very, very serious incident here. Just bring me a little more detail. I read out the bare bones of it, but what else do you know?
Well, we know that this happened shortly after 11 a.m. this morning, Paris time, which means at 10 a.m. this morning, and it was very obviously organised. And the idea, the van, which is an armoured van with guards inside, was the ferrying this prisoner who had just been at Rouen for a judicial hearing. And it was attacked at the toll booth because that's where everything slows down, and it was filmed by people in a bus that was in a different bay at the toll booth, who suddenly sort of found themselves outside their windows with a scene of war. The criminal is age 30. He is known. His nickname is the Fly. He's Mohamed Amra. He is very obviously this was organized. He had tried to escape 2 days ago and had been caught at it. Somebody had given him something to saw open the bars on his window. And very obviously, the whole thing was probably to stop the current proceedings, because the hearing that he was going for had to do with burglaries. But he's also he is suspected heavily of being a narcotics boss. And from the organization that he can muster, I mean, you could think you're in Mexico. You've now got 200 gendarmes in pursuit. The gendarmes are the police for the countryside, so to speak, but they are military. And there's a plan which is for serious crime and violent crime of that matter, called the Sparrowhawk plan, which had been deployed. We've had promises from various ministers that they would be caught shortly. It is really something that the French are shocked with, because the cold-bloodedness with which they killed 2 people and could have killed 3 more, and for one of the people who were in hospital, of the guards who were in hospital, we're still not sure. And it was done with great efficiency. The Minister for Justice said that justice would be done, etc. President Macron waded in and said, we will be implacable. I mean, there's lots of adjectives, and we do know that there's a dragnet over that region of the country.
Anne-Elisabeth Moutet there in Paris. Thanks very much for updating us on that very serious story. If there's more, we will return to Paris and get the latest. But